Hey everybody out there in the comic book community and any other community that's watching this video, and welcome back to Comic Corner. And on this episode of Comic Corner I will be discussing Here Comes Daredevil, hardcover book, wonderful slipcover. Here's the cover, here's what the book looks like without the cover, and the side. And this book collects issues 1 through 6 of Daredevil, the ongoing series. Originally, when Daredevil first came out, a lot of people recommended this book to me, and I shot them down because I never was a huge Daredevil fan, especially after the Ben Affleck fail of a movie, or at least a lot of people say it was a fail. I never watched it, so I don't know. So I'm not really one to judge the movie. But anyway, a lot of people recommended Daredevil to me. I was not interested. I decided when issue 7, which is the issue that takes place right after this hardcover book came out, to give it a shot, and I haven't looked back since. There have been 4 issues since the last issue in this book. There's going to be a 5th next week, which is 10.1. The series in whole is amazing, but we're here today to talk about issues 1 through 6, which are in this hardcover book. This book was, I forgot how much of it. This book is $19.99 US, $21.99 Canadian. I got this on Amazon for, I believe, $13, maybe a little less. You can check it out on Amazon.com. This collects issues 1 through 6. The stories are written by Mark Waid, and they are illustrated by Paulo Rivera and Marcos Martin. You'll know Mark Waid from Fantastic Four and Captain America, and Paulo Rivera and Marcos Martin from Amazing Spider-Man. Also with me behind the camera is Mike.
Hello.
Okay, so a fresh new start for the Man Without Fear, and a new series and an all-star creative team, which followed through all the way to the books to this day. Okay, Matt Murdock is back, basically. Daredevil's back. The way they kick-started this series was amazing. We had, I forgot what his name is. Mike, you know him. The guy with the holes all over him. He's one of Spider-Man's villains.
The holes all over him.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Sandman?
No, the guy that's white with the holes on him. I forget his name all the time.
Trying to figure it out.
The Spot.
Oh, the Spot.
Michael. His name slipped my mind for some reason. So anyway, Daredevil's back, and Matt Murdock is now trying to pretend that he's not Daredevil. The world, before this series started, the world believed Matt Murdock was Daredevil, and Matt Murdock never tried to hide that. The start of this series, Matt Murdock is actually trying to pretend he is not Daredevil. He's actually trying to dissociate himself from Daredevil at all. The world thinks he's Daredevil. However, he keeps saying, "I'm not Daredevil. What are you talking about? You guys thought I was, but I wasn't." So he's trying to kind of do the secret identity thing, even though it's sort of working. It is, but it isn't. People are still insisting that he's Daredevil, but in reality, even though in reality he is, he's trying to pretend he's not. He's faking being like really, really blind. There are guest appearances in here by the Claw, the Spot, Captain America, and a couple other really awesome people. The entire first 6 issues is about a case with the crime lords. Crime lords are looking for one thing that is going to set the 5 crime lords, ahead of the game. And spoiler alert, because those of you who have been seeing my reviews right along, it's the Mr. Fantastic, one of the number 4s from the Fantastic Four suits, which is made of unstable modules, or whatever it is, molecules, unstable, some type of molecules. I'll show you guys some artwork. I want to show you what Daredevil finds. It's this, and it actually is leading into the current day stories. The artwork in this book is beautiful, amazing. Words cannot describe how great the art is, and it continues all the way through to current day. I'm going to show you guys a pic of Cap versus Daredevil. There's the splash page. Cap versus Daredevil, really awesome. So Daredevil is working a case. Matt Murdock is working a case, and as Daredevil, he's getting clues, he's getting information, and it all leads into the 5 crime lords looking for that one thing. And the way it gets there is just amazing. I love this one scene where Matt is going to his client's house, and trouble happens. He ends up throwing his clothes away, not away, but putting them away. He ships a package to the client's house, and you don't know what it is at first. By the time he gets to the client's house, the package is there already, and it turns out it's all his clothes. So he meets with the client, and a bunch of stuff goes down. and the whole book is action-packed, issue by issue. There's a sketch in the back by Paulo Rivera. The book is amazing. Highly, 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 highly recommend you guys check this book out. Daredevil's ongoing series is one of my favorite ongoing series from Marvel to date. This book was pure gold. It's definitely got a very strong series. For those of you who are like, it's Daredevil. Who cares? It's a blind guy who goes flying around kind of like Spider-Man doing crime busting, and he's a lawyer. No, there's a lot more to it than that. I've had somebody message me that. That's why I'm actually bringing that to a point here. Just because it's Daredevil, I mean, I understand the movie, like I said, flopped. From what I hear, I never watched the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie, and I never really planned to. But the Daredevil comic book, especially after the events of Shadowland, which I never really finished reading. I don't believe I did anyway. Did I? No, I think I dropped it after I found out that Daredevil was possessed. Yeah. So, after the events of Shadowland, he's got to come back now. And he's been away for a while. And he's back, and he's trying to put his life back together. Not only as Daredevil, but as Matt Murdock. And by the end of this book, I promise you guys, you'll be wanting to read much, much, much more. So, I would absolutely highly recommend this book. 5 out of 5 stars. Artwork, story, everything. Really, really great. So, for those of you who are Daredevil fans, you're already loving this book. For those of you who aren't Daredevil fans, give it a shot. You actually might like it. There is, between issues 1 and 2, there is a small story about just a day in the life of Matt Murdock, and it ends with him at his dad's cemetery, the cemetery where his dad was buried. That was a really good kind of like breath of like, okay, relax for a bit, and yeah, and then they get you back into the main story. They show you the variant covers, the regular covers between each issue. For example, this is issue 2, and I believe that's the variant. Yeah, that's the variant. This is the actual. At the end of the issue they show the variant of the first issue, and then at the beginning of the next issue they show you the cover, and then at the end of the issue they show you the variant again. Once again, awesome. Highly recommend this book. It's a really, really, really great read. Definitely something you don't want to pass up. Absolutely something you don't want to pass up. The ending makes you want to read more. I'm actually glad I read issue 7 before I read issues 1 through 6, because if I was reading the individual issues and I got to issue 6, I'd be like, guys, pick up the series, pick up the trade paperback, because this series is gold. I have the trade paperback instead because I missed out on the first 6 issues, and I know issue 1 is sold out, except for a variant that's like about $200 something. So, really, guys, check this book out. It is definitely something you wouldn't want to miss. It's, I believe, $13 on Amazon. It's uber cheap. 6 issues, hardcover, and you'll enjoy it from cover to cover. I did. Highly recommend it. Comes straight out of Marvel Comics. And that's my review of Here Comes Daredevil, or Daredevil Trade Paperback 1, first 6 issues. Check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Got a bunch of videos that are coming up after this video, so stick around, and I'll see you guys soon. Remember, 5 out of 5 stars. Really good book. Check it out. Alright guys, take care. See you guys next time on Comic Corner. Hopefully pretty soon. Got another book I'm reading as we speak. And until then, that's it for Comic Corner. See you guys in the next video. Keep reading, keep collecting, and take care. Remember, check this book out. If you got the extra money, check it out. Take care, everybody.